Hey, it's H here. Today we are taking a look at technical analysis for Cardano. We'll go over some key levels of support and resistance and cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory. So let's get going. Again, going to be using Binance charts on daily time frame and using the logarithmic chart. Without logarithmic charts, the chart is going to be looking like this, and we just don't see much without it. Now, let's get some horizontal levels going on. And these are pretty much the basic levels that we're tracking. And let's set up a fixed volume profile here, again from the lows of March 2020 to current date. We can see some interesting areas with this volume profile. Just as a start, let's use actually as well, let me just close that one for a second and use this one here. So again, Fibonacci retracement levels from the lows of March 2020 to current levels, or sorry, the all-time highs, and we can see some interesting levels here. Now, from the bottom, we can see high amount of volume, especially here, 786 with this large volume node, and a weekly, definitely going to be a huge support area if the price is ever going to get there. I don't think that it is, but there is always possibilities. Now, currently we have this small volume bump, which is somewhat significant in this area as there is not much else here. We had a daily level with a 38.2 retracement, plus this volume here, to catch at least for a small bounce that we're currently having. After that, we can see another small bounce, a bit bigger, again starting to get more volume here around 34 cents. I got a support area, support area currently here, just below that, around 30 cents. We got some weeklies and more price action here overall, so this could even be a zone, but again it is really large zone, around 20%, as we are in logarithmic scale. Now, just coming down a bit further, we got the golden pocket. We can see that the volume has been massively increased here. This first support level here at around 17 cents is definitely going to be a major level of support. Definitely we see so much volume here all throughout these levels, but if I need to pick some here, again, point of control of this whole range, whole area at $9 and $9, sorry, 9 cents and 9.7 cents. There we go. There's also weekly, monthly, and this golden pocket, or just below the golden pocket. Definitely interesting area to me. Now, above us, let's use the Fibonacci tool there as well. Let's actually pull some anchored VWAPs. Not going to be on the support side, so it doesn't really matter. If this is the current bottom, we would be looking at these resistance levels. First one, significant, the support and resistance that we had as a support, support, and now back tested here around 70 cents. Definitely going to be major level. The next one, not expecting too much out of this one, but there is an area of interest. 38.2 retracements from the highs to current lows, 88 cents with a daily, somewhat volume here as well. Then this area, we get some kind of a order blocks here for sure. We get 50% retracement monthly, weekly, and the point of control of this whole structure up here, around $1.11. Now, golden pocket, of course, interesting area as well with the weekly here. Volume is dropping off just a bit, but definitely interesting area still. 786 with a weekly with a volume node here, interesting area of course, and I'm not going to mark this all-time high here, but yeah, obviously that is going to be resistance as well. So these are basically the areas that I'm looking forward to on ADA. What do we have here? Okay, is this one here? Let me just pull this up. So this is basically a channel that we have been following since the highs. This is currently pivoted from the highs here of November 2021 to the highs, not that one, there we go, and let's fix it a bit. Again, highs of April 2022 and pulled to the February 2022 lows. We can see that we have already broken this channel downwards, which is expressing a lot of volume here. For sure we can see that currently there is more volume, or the most volume basically, on a daily chart since basically the all-time highs. Definitely could be a capitulation event in which we could be reaching some kind of bottom here. We have tagged 25 on daily RSI, which is a bit concerning. Most likely I would like to see a lower low on price and a higher low on RSI, giving us some kind of divergence on higher time frame to get some kind of ending for this correction. That's why I'm looking for on a high time frame. Now let's get into some Elliott Wave stuff. We got a couple of different counts again. One is saying again that we have primary one up here, and one is saying that we are currently making the wave 4. Now I really don't like this wave 4 count, but I'm still going to keep it, mainly because it's already gone above the 50% retracement of the third wave. It usually does not do that, but again, invalidation is just here where the wave 1 high is, so it is still valid. Okay, that is wrong. This structure here, we're going to look into that for the wave 1 side, as wave 1 could have completed here, so we're going to be looking at this structure as some kind of correction towards the downside from that perspective, instead of this one here where the B wave is here. So this is one of the counts that I had previously. I have established a couple of different ones from the previous video I had. So instead of going over these, as this is again labeling that this is done here, WXY, of course we could say that this is under WXYX and Z wave, but instead I'm having a couple of different ones to show. Now this is again one of those counts that I showed last time, saying that was again a bit larger correction, W, X and Y coming down. This was going to be, I think we were around here somewhere. I was expecting higher wave 2, but didn't get that. We got just basically rolling over now since the April 5th. So basically a month just going down. But here is the count I actually like quite a bit. It is very similar to the count I presented here. So instead of this being the B wave, because this structure here, even if it's ABC and this is ABC, this can't be a B wave. Why? Well, because it doesn't get to the the 90% retracement. I'm going to show that in another count, but for now we can basically just delete this as it is shown basically here. So if it doesn't get to the 90% area, we're looking for wave X, or this structure as a wave X, and the Y wave, it would be 3-wave structure. Now for this, it could be this case where we have an A, B, C, and currently making the C wave. Higher time frame, it could be looking like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Would be looking for one more low with the RSI giving us some nice divergence. This is going to get invalidated here at around 58 cents. Let me add a alert here. WXY invalidation for wave 2. Oh no, for wave 4. There we go. And what else? Well, there's not much about that one. Then we have this other possibility of that being actually or this structure here being, instead of being the W wave, here we get an A wave that is actually a diagonal, contracting diagonal. So if that is the case, we would be looking for A, B, and C. Now, as the A wave is 5 waves and the B wave did not get to the 85% retracement, we can count this as a zigzag. So for the zigzag, again, for the C wave, we would be looking for 5 waves. There's a couple of different possibilities how we're going to be counting this, but basically looking for 1, 2, and third would be here. We created this low here of RSI 19. This current low here we have as a 16.99 though. So there's a couple of different options here where we could be putting this wave 3 to. Now this is not invalid. Wave 4 does not get close to the wave 1 area, so that is completely fine. Now let's zoom in a bit into 1 hour and just look at the last structure here that we are having. Let's turn off these so we can actually see something. So again, this is just the structure that we have from the wave 4 onwards. This should be actually downgraded. Let me do that. Minuet, they should be sub-minuet. And there we go. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I had some struggle here, therefore I'll have 2 different options here, how to interpret this area here. So this could be wave 1 up here, or again I need to downgrade this, sorry a bit. I'll just do that first. Subminuet, there we go, and this should be micro. Should be fine now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 ending here, or we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 ending here. We have a truncated fifth on a smaller time frame here for the micro count that I'm not labeling just because of the clutter here, but I counted this on 15-minute time frame, so this structure here would be a truncated fifth for the third of subminuet before getting the fourth and fifth. The difference between these are just where we have the wave 1. But let's go over the first one here. If we are saying wave 1 is here, wave 2 is pretty good looking, some kind of zigzag. That's why it looks kind of impulsive. After that, we would have to be saying that if this is wave 1 here, 2, 3, we have already overlapped for the wave 4 with the wave 1. Now this is an issue because we're currently looking for the wave 3 of this count. Why do I have so many here? Okay, let me just delete that one for now. Yeah, issue would be just because we're looking for the third wave. Wave 3 can never be a diagonal, it can never overlap. So either I'm just counting this wrong, and we have some kind of 1, 2 here, that we want to say that this is part of this structure, saying that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't like the look of that at all. Therefore I'm saying this could be 1, 2, and again either this is another 1, 2, or this whole structure should be downgraded into micro, saying again we would have this as the first subminuet, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, of such counts. I'm not sure at this point which one is more likely. We're going to get invalidation point soon here at around 55 cents. So if that happens, we can look for more options. I think that's all on that count. Let's check out the other one. This one is saying that we have wave 1 here, 2, lower degree 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now about this again, I don't like the look of this impulse structure. Wave 1 is the extended one, which is fine. Wave 4, however, is just so short compared to the third, and also the time it took is really small or short. Anyway, this would bring us to wave 3, and now currently making the fourth. Now invalidation point would be a bit closer here at around 53 cents, as wave 4 would be getting to the wave 1 area. We got a couple of different options here if the price gets up here, but again we'll cover that in a separate video if that happens. But those are basically the counts that I have prepared for you today on ADA. Let me know if you have another count, or if you would like me to analyze another coin or stock. But for now, I thank you for watching, and hopefully see you on the next video as well. Bye bye.